Dear Father, in Short's name, Father, we bless all family, on socials, enemies, strangers, strength, and the power to defeat Satan. Overcome whatever obstacle and place our path, to defeat all enemies. Please to the soul, physical, and danger, special deception. Dear Father, in Short's name, Father, the Holy Spirit, fill the Son, financial whipping on their Father. Just cancel the plans of the enemy, Father, cast every demon, devil, you spirit, come on, Father, because they know the Son. In Short's name, I pray, Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, today our Father is talking about divine connections, meaning, well, first of all, prayer changes things. Before I go ahead and begin, you all don't forget that prayer changes things. What our Father means by divine connections is once you get connected to Him, He will help you connect to what's going on, satisfy your soul, basically. That's what He's trying to tell us today. Because if you're a deep, you know what I'm saying, person like I am, you got like a deep perspective, you're going to need those divine connections, man. You know what I'm saying? With other deep intellectual individuals. That's what's gonna satisfy your soul. Because if you just have those whatever connections, you know what I'm saying? That's never gonna satisfy your soul. Period, point blank. Say it like this: iron sharpens iron, but we also transfer energy with each other as well. When we have those divine connections, that's what keeps us up. Father hit the nail on the head. I ain't gonna tell you all no lie. That's why I've been holding on to God so heavy, man. And I'm not trying to look down on nobody. You see what I'm saying? But the more I grew, the more I outgrew those mediocre connections. Let's just be real about it. I mean, that ain't me, man. I put my heart and my all into whatever I do. Period, point blank. So I'm telling you all this from experience. If you are deep like that too, you're gonna need divine connections, and you only gonna get that from connecting to God and staying connected to Him and really respecting Him, trying to do, you know what I'm saying, right out here. He will, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you have those divine connections, and that's what will really help you prosper out here. Is those divine connections, not those mediocre connections or, you know what I'm saying, whatever type of connections, man. You see what I'm saying? Connections that be on and off, like, nah, man. That's why people getting throwed off too. With those type of connections, man, that wishy-washy connections. You see what I'm saying? God is solid, man. That's the reason why I remain with Him. I'm solid. You see what I'm saying? So I need to hold on to something that's solid. I don't need to hold on to nothing that's, you know what I'm saying, gonna drag me down or, you know what I'm saying, just make things worse. Period, point blank. We all supposed to be trying to hold on to things and people that's gonna make us better. That's what our Father's trying to tell us right now. And God will connect us to things and people that will make us better when we connect to Him and do right by Him. Okay, this is Psalm 45 I'm gonna read. Always listen to the words. This says, my heart is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made, touching the King. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. Thou art fairer than the children of men. Grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore God hath blessed thee forever. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with thy glory and thy majesty. And in thy majesty ride prosperously because of truth and meekness and righteousness. And thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things. Thine arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Thou lovest righteousness and hatest wickedness. Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. Hallelujah. All thy garments smell of myrrh and aloes and cassia, out of the ivory palaces, whereby they have made thee glad. King's daughters were among thy honorable women. Upon thy right hand did stand the queen in gold of Ophir. Hearken, O daughter, and consider, and incline thy ear. Forget also thy own people and thy father's house. So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty, for he is thy Lord, and worship thou him. And the daughter of Tyre shall be there with a gift. Even the rich among the people shall entreat thy favor. The king's daughter is all glorious within. Her clothing is of rock gold. Pay attention to how it's talking about favor in here too. She shall be brought into the king in raiment of needlework. The virgins and companions that follow her shall be brought unto thee. With gladness and rejoicing shall they be brought. They shall enter into the king's palace. Instead of thy father shall be thy children, whom thou mayest make princes in all the earth. I will make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the people praise thee forever and ever. Hallelujah. Okay. That's our Father telling us that when we join in him, when we join in with him, what we become. Royalty. You see what I'm saying? And how he connects us, you see what I'm saying, to others that he has, you know what I'm saying, chosen to lift up and better too. That's what he's trying to tell us right now, man. And like I said, that's not to look down on nobody, man. People gotta grow. Period, point blank. I do want to say that, man, because I had to grow. So that all that looking down on people, nah, man, people that don't want better, you just leave them where they at. You see what I'm saying? That's all I can tell anybody, man. But don't let them not want better, you know what I'm saying, make you bitter. You know what I'm saying? Make you hateful. Now you got to move on now. Period, point blank. And that's what this is really about too. You really got to want better to really receive what God wants you to have. I see that now, man, clearly. You really got to want better. But this is our Father telling us that, man, He going to take us to places that we never imagined going to. You know what I'm saying? He will connect us to other chosen individuals or, you know what I'm saying, public figures of authority. You see what I'm saying? Prestigious people. Mark my words, when you let God work on you enough, when you have worked with Him enough, hand in hand, I can only tell you all this from experience and what God is doing for me. He has literally helped me make a change in my life, man. Definitely in my spirit and in my mind. And when you walk around with God's favor, I'm telling you, people treat you like royalty, man. That's another reason why we can't keep, you know what I'm saying, blocking the connection, blocking God out. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hold on to Him, He'll be in front of you, man. That's what people will see, and that's what they'll react to. And the impressions that you will get is amazing. I'm telling you. You get a lot of love, you get a lot of respect. That's what our Father's trying to tell us right now. It's almost like speaking as a form of a marriage. But it's also saying His chosen. Yeah, it's talking about marriage in here too. But it's also talking about God calling out His chosen. Another thing too I want to tell you all right now. Look, it says, hearken, O daughter, and consider and incline thy ear. Forget also thy own people in thy father's house. That's not saying to forget your own people or, you know what I'm saying, your father or your loved ones. That's not saying that. That's saying that God is calling you out. Period, point blank. You see what I'm saying? Or He's bringing you in. You know what I'm saying? That's what He's saying right now. You are accepted. That's what our Father's trying to tell us right now. And when you do get accepted, you know what I'm saying, you have God's approval, all the things that He'll do. You see what I'm saying? To show that you are His. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are His chosen. I'm telling you, turn you into royalty. And that's a great feeling, man. I'm telling you. Especially when you've been outcasted. That's another thing, too, our Father wants me to speak on. When you feel like an outcast, that means that, you know what I'm saying? You chosen, man. You just gotta go to God. You see what I'm saying? Try your best to stay with Him. I know it's not gonna be easy in this world. But God got your best interest at hand. That's all He's saying right now. That's why He's saying, you know what I'm saying, forget your people in your Father's house. Because you can trust and have faith in God that He's going to do right by you. He's not sending you off to somebody that's not going to do right by you. You know what I'm saying? Foster parents and all this extra stuff. Nah, ain't none of that. That's just, you know what I'm saying, an analogy. That's all I was saying. God ain't like that. He going to make sure that He places you where He know you're going to be good at. When you connect with Him. That's what He's trying to tell us right now. Period, point blank. Divine connections. And like I said, everybody that's deep gonna need that, man. Because other than that, it's wishy-washy and it's whatever. The conversations, everything is not, you know what I'm saying, amazing like it's supposed to be. Not enlightening. You know what I'm saying? Things will be much better, man. I'm telling you all, when you allow God to work on you, that's all he's trying to say right now. He will establish you the right way. Every last one of us. I'm telling you all this from experience. He's doing it for me. No joke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying, I'm not playing. Excuse me. And he could do, you know what I'm saying, the same for you all. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? God is willing to work with us if we work with him. So that's all I was telling you about. And another thing is, take it one day at a time too. And also, you'll start getting so, you know what I'm saying, but you'll be molded so well. You'll be doing so great that people around you gonna take heed. So that's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, we gotta take this serious too, because if you all, you know what I'm saying, have the heart that I have, man, I want to see people get better and do better in life. You see what I'm saying? Because that makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater, man. Period, point blank. I like to see people in love. I like to see people doing good. I like to see people happy. When it's genuine. When it's not genuine and I can see the fake, you know what I'm saying, in a person, I don't like that. I despise that with everything in me. Yeah. I'm real, yo. That's just the way it is, and that's the way it's gonna remain. But when it's genuine, I like that. I love that. I really respect it. Period, point blank. And that's why Father's telling us that's gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? People be watching, man, they're not just watching, they can feel. You know what I'm saying? They can feel you, man. Energy don't lie. So your energy will be that good. Well, you don't even have to say nothing, man. As long as you got that good energy and you come around, it's automatically going to affect those, you know what I'm saying, that are around. Period, point blank. Now, I might run off people that got bad energy, but the ones that's trying to keep their energy good too, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to connect to and might have some good laughs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say might, you will. You know what I'm saying? You'll have some good times, and that's what you want. That's another reason why we need those divine connections with people that's on our level. And then another thing too, why we need those divine connections is because we'll understand each other. So when somebody's not doing so well, and you know what I'm saying, are still solid and handling your business and still doing good, you can help them, you know what I'm saying, feel better. If that's what they really want. You can't make nobody do nothing. You can't force nothing on nobody. But they really want it and they open up to you, you can help them feel better. That's what our Father's trying to tell us right now. That's another sacrifice that we got to make to try to continue to do good. I know it's not easy, man. I've been there and done that. And you know what I'm saying? There'll be a lot of pressure on you sometimes to try to remain doing good and try to keep yourself up. But it's worth it, though. You just got to know how to maneuver. I will tell everybody that. You just got to know how to maneuver, man. It's not running from nothing. Listen, you don't stay nowhere where there's a bunch of bad energy or negativity. It's going, you know what I'm saying, consume you. So if things ain't right, you keep maneuvering, man. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Until, you know what I'm saying, you get to a place of peace and love. Period, point blank. That means we got to keep moving forward, too. We got to keep following God. You know what I'm saying? If things ain't right, don't trip. Just keep moving forward. Keep manifesting and doing what you got to do. So I hope y'all take heed of that. I hope y'all get peace another day. Hope y'all laugh a smile, put it on proper. In Yeshua's name. Hallelujah.